This is Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Hot topics.
Going to the Hot Topic Doctor, brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile hasn't been coming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy been practicing dentistry over 50 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. Go and see my man. I got to find his number right now, Maceo. But we got him, Dr. Kevin Dancy.
He ain't hard to find.
He ain't hard to find.
He ain't hard to find, man.
Beautiful Swats, people. Hey, man, right now, Hot Topics. I just want to keep relaying, but college football this weekend.
It was awesome. you know, I've been waiting. So it was awesome. Unlike you, I had to go. We had our family cookout was Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you gonna have football games on, right? Like,
that was a requirement.
I know my family, but I just have to make sure that they know.
That was a requirement. If you didn't have football on TV.
Man, I started early Saturday morning. With Georgia Tech and Notre Dame.
I had to ask. I was checking to see Mason. I kept seeing this. I'm like, is he on vacation? Or is he watching TV at home? What were you doing?
Boy.
You was praying for that rain, weren't you?
No. I got and made sure, I got my beach time in.
Yeah.
But it was in intervals. Hey, I'm going to go see this, that, the pier, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Houston, Oklahoma. Okay, let's go get some sand.
Yeah.
Hey, Georgia on. Matter of fact, I ain't moving.
Yeah, you had the intervals in there?
Yeah. I'm good. Like tomorrow, we can go get it some more because the game don't come on at 7:30.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. At the late game.
So
late game.
Yeah. So
you know how beautiful it was Saturday to wake up to watch Georgia Tech at 7:45 in the morning. I was like, that's a game on TV.
Nah, I didn't want to watch the wing tee, so I was good on that.
But it was a good game.
It was really good on that.
I got my run in. I said I'm gonna record the first half, and I'm glad because the excitement was in the second half of the game. So
yeah, we're gonna break down though. But what impressed y'all this weekend with the games?
Nick Chubb.
Oh yeah.
Nick Chubb, very impressive. Houston, picking up where they left off. Tom Herman, you see why kids are excited to go to Houston, and I was happy for Charlie Strong.
Very happy for Charlie.
Beat Notre Dame, the way they beat Notre Dame. If for his kids to carry him off the field, you can tell they know his job is on the line. Mm-hmm. The pressure of being at a program where the minute they hire you, you got to win today.
Yeah.
I think what I'm more impressed with was two things. One, the evil empire is still the evil empire. Alabama, boy, just 52-6 over USC.
I've learned not to even that's Alabama. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
But the second thing was a lot of freshman quarterbacks this week.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of them out there playing. It was a lot of freshman quarterbacks that played this week. And they were really good this week. These kids are coming in the game ready to go.
True freshmen ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the guy they had at Texas.
Oh, yeah.
That kid has a cannon for it on.
But what I loved about Texas was the balance they ran. They flipped in, and then they bring in a 250-pound beast.
18-wheeler.
Yeah, but so many of these kids, the systems that they run, the camps, the individual coaching they get now, they're ready now.
Right, coming out of high school.
And everybody runs these offenses
now.
And this is why LSU will continue to suck because they got an 80-year-old offensive coordinator
the terminology
who can't relate to these young boys.
Sweet right. What?
Yeah, they man, what's that? What happened to the sign with a picture of Tupac, a duck, and all this stuff on there with everybody else doing?
And it's ridiculous to think that it's LSU. You can't get a quarterback. You can't get a quarterback nowhere.
Les Miles has never had a QB.
Because my granddaddy is calling plays down there. My granddaddy drive a Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the good things about Charlie Strong and what he did. He got an OC that came in and. Man, that system is working for them.
But I saw some things this week defensive-wise. There was some guys with some hitters out there. There was some hitters playing this weekend. Them young kids are hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Saw a lot of people being carted off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It was some hitting going on this weekend.
Football, baby. Football, baby.
That's what I like, man.
Part of the game.
One of the things I was able to see this weekend when I was at Kennesaw State, I saw the option get really blown up in a way that I didn't think could be blown up anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And they carried the kid off. I was like, God, I hope you're all right, but damn, what a hit.
I'm going to tell you the one thing I'm really disappointed about, and y'all, this just me being petty.
No.
White cleats, like people wearing white cleats.
No,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude,
All white?
White cleats.
I've
really.
I had
never worn
White
white
cleats?
cleats. I'm like,
Really?
they out here wearing white cleats. Like, where they do that?
They match the uniform or something.
Dog, you can't spat up no white cleats, man. You know how ugly that look,
She
man.
said spat up.
Man, that's just the diva in me.
Maceo is bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You know, I would probably be like, man, let me turn my scholarship in because I got to wear white cleats.
Oh my gosh.
He probably would have been looking for.
Nah, listen.
Hey, man.
Before Coach Thompson came to sign me, the first thing I said, y'all gonna wear them white cleats next year? He was like, nah, we're going to black cleats. I was like, whew, boy, because I was finna call Tuskegee or somebody else. Like, hey, man, I can't wear them white cleats.
Even if we did, you put black spat on them, man. I mean, you really got us messed up. We don't want to talk about that no more. We keep going back there.
Hey, man. Hey. It was Shane's fault. It wasn't my fault. I ended up getting cursed out because I'm the leader. But it was Shane's fault because Shane didn't play well. And then he just picked
Not
it
the
back
fact
up.
that he was wearing it, but
Yeah, because we were the only two people had it on. So, I mean, yeah, so in essence, I did get everybody in trouble.
so. But let me just say, I think after all the games, you can start seeing it already. The overreaction has started.
Of course.
Oh my God, this team is going. Come on, man. Just week one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets. Because I know Tennessee, I watched that game tight. I was so if
Man,
Appalachian State had a
they
quarterback
gave them
that could
game.
do
They gave it. You know, and it's so funny. It goes to show you, you know, how important it is to be in good condition. You know, you know, it just goes to show you because that's the reason why they lost that game.
Yeah.
Defense was just, I mean,
Because Tennessee was
sucking
like,
air.
they was like, we can't.
We can't lose to App State. We can't lose to App
Well,
State.
you know, games like that where you pay somebody like South Alabama beat Mississippi State.
Uh-huh.
You know, we beat you, and we gonna get this check. So
Right.
it's
Right.
it's a
It's a
double
double
whammy.
whammy.
Like,
You're like, hey,
double
man.
whammy.
because technically, I paid you for me to get a W, get us a practice game in.
Right. Right.
We got a caller real quick. Hey, caller, what your question on?
Man, I'm crushing on that Georgia Tech victory from
Boy,
this weekend.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech
alumni.
You can smell the smiling through the phone
Hey,
right
man.
now.
Send that check. Send that check, Mike. Send them alumni dues now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crushing on Serena, the U.S. Open too, and
She killed it yesterday.
Serena
I
doing
mean,
what
she
Serena
was
do.
clowning that girl.
I don't really.
Unbelievable.
I don't start watching until she wear a crazy outfit. So she ain't want no crazy outfit yet.
man, that white on white outfit was looking good now, man.
Yeah, but it's not outrageous. That's when I start tuning in. They be like, "Oh, Serena." Once they start tweeting about the outfit, I'm like, "Okay, it's time to watch now." So they ain't been tweeting about the outfit yet. So I'm good on that right
Shout
now.
out to number 308. Most of any male or female.
That is awesome.
Serena Williams.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Mike, as always, man. We'll holler at
All right,
you
then.
again, brother.
All right.
What number did Mike call us
Man,
at, man?
Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
Yeah, man. We are just getting started because what's coming up next, man? Y'all ain't ready.
Hey, man.
Y'all ain't ready.
Bring the Guess jeans back. It's finna go down, baby.
Lord.
It's going down. You
I
got a
hear-
pair of
I
Guess
like
jeans.
All I
Let's
hear
get
is
it.
LL Cool J. With the Guess jeans. Yeah.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Now how you're always talking to me about not doing drugs like pot and ecstasy and cocaine, how they're dangerous and illegal. Well, you don't have to worry anymore. My friends and I have found a much better way to get high. And you'll be happy to know it's not even illegal. Nice, huh? Want to know what we're doing? Alright, I'll tell you. We use cough medicine. Seriously, the stuff in the medicine cabinet. You didn't notice it was missing? Oh well, I guess lucky for me then.
Last year, more than 2 million teens risked blackouts, seizures, even comas, intentionally abusing ordinary cough medicine, the kind in virtually every home in America. Never heard of it? Bet your kids have.
And it's gotta be safe, 'cause it's medicine, right?
When you talk to your kids about drugs, make sure you start with the ones in the medicine cabinet. Need help getting the conversation started? Go to drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com,
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. next year. I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ. And He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken in a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to say, what is this?
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
We're going to the question interview brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com, that's ORASI.com for more information. I don't even know why we're doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Mason, please.
Yeah, only reason we're doing it because she's added another title to her impressive resume because she's officially an author now. But she world-renowned, man. Y'all know, man. Hey, she our family.
Yeah.
And, boy, when she used to turn that cone on the third floor out there, science department, boy. Woo! Boy, I used to be like, yeah. Christy Tucker Sims to the microphone. What's up, Christy?
Hello.
Hey, Christy.
So glad to be back at the Crush. I feel at home when I come here.
Oh, gosh, yes.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about what's the name of the book and pretty much talk to me what it's going to be about a little bit.
Okay, well, I did not want to call this book what people would expect, which is Courageous Christy. I got burned. This, that, right?
Everybody gave you titles.
Exactly.
Why don't you call it this?
Beautiful Ashes. You know, all this stuff. You know, I'm a marketing person, so I wanted the book to be, I wanted it to have a metaphor. Mm-hmm. Anybody that knows me, anybody that's been following me for a long time, know that I love yellow tulips. I don't even like flowers, just yellow tulips. And so if you look up what yellow tulips mean, it means happiness, it means joy, it means goodness. And so my book is called Yellow Tulips on a Cloudy Day. It's a metaphor for finding joy, finding goodness in the midst of a whole lot of hell.
I love that.
Wow.
And so, you know, I wanted it to be metaphorical. You know, it's literal and metaphorical because I love tulips. But really and truly, yellow tulips, they are all the goodness that God brought into my life in the past 3 years. In the midst of all this stuff that I've been through, all the pain, He sent a lot of incredible people into my life, including you all. You know, I consider every media that I've done a yellow tulip because you allowed me to be able to tell my story in a way that's been able to bless a whole lot of people. So it's just about finding the goodness, you know, in the midst of a whole lot of chaos.
Now I got flowers and all my metaphors. Rose from a concrete and yellow tulips on the cloud today. Hey,
Tupac. she going Tupac with it.
You know I'm a poet though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of poetry infused in my book too.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Because there were some days where I couldn't do anything but write poetry. When I'm really, 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 really down in the gutter, that's what I do. And so, you know, I found a way to heal, and my way of healing was writing. It was writing.
Now, one of the fun things about you, as you was writing this book, we almost got to experience it with you because you would be like, you post something crazy, then you'd be like, let me get off Facebook because I got to be writing. How tedious was the process of actually trying to get the book done, getting it finished?
You know what? I wrote this book accidentally. I didn't know I was a writer, to be honest with you, because I can't write unless I'm going through a lot of pain. The hardest part was this end because I got happy, and when I get happy, I can't even put a sentence together. But when I was in the way deep down in the gutter, I'm talking about I could barely see, but I could write because there was I was in so much pain that I could not tell people how much pain I was in.
Wow.
And that's when you saw me getting on Facebook being all deep and philosophical and stuff like that or whatever. And somebody was like, you better get your butt off Facebook and make some money off this and write a book. It took me 3 years because guess what? I had to live this thing out. If I had, people kept pushing me like a year ago, I had all this media, I would have sold I don't know how many copies of this book last year because I was on TV so much, right? But the story had not unfolded, and I was writing from a place of trauma, so I couldn't even articulate everything clearly. And so now I'm able to step outside of that picture, step outside of that frame, and look back on this past 3 years. And I wrote a book that was not just emotional, it was not just spiritual, it was not just, it was intelligent, and I was able to add my counseling experience in it because I was able to step outside of the frame for a little while. So it's a deep book, but I get down dirty and gritty. I get down with it too sometimes. I told a story about, I didn't want to talk about this guy, but I had to talk about that relationship and how I got there, and so
because that's one of the things that anybody who goes through, people who see anybody go through a situation like this, or any situation where abusive relationship or whatever the case may be, how did you even get there? So you got to be able to tell that part of it, and I think that's the amazing thing about it, that your ability to share that with us. Because I've known you since 7th, 8th grade, So I just think that it's just amazing to me. We felt that pain with you. You know that we did. You know that we were praying every day for you. But just to get into how and why, it can help so many people.
Yeah, what? It had to happen to the pretty girl this time.
Yeah.
It had to happen to the woman that was a wife for 14 years, the woman that was successful. It had to happen to me, and that's why people listen. Right. Because it happened to somebody that looks just like you this time. Right. I'm not from the trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Right. I have an education. Right. And it happened to me. Right. So it needed to happen, and I have a voice, a very loud voice, that makes people listen. Right. And so, I don't know.
You know what? One thing I hate on Maceo about is, dang, all y'all hung out together when y'all were younger.
We've known each other. We've known each other.
Hating on this up there.
Even though they went to the school,
that's why I love coming here, because I feel like coming back right.
Even though they went to the school, no window.
Okay.
Why? Anyway,
I am a Mesa Raider. I still love them.
Real quick, before we go on, can we come back? We want to talk about just when you put that pen to paper. Was it just releasing things? Was it just a beautiful thing to be releasing? And which one was better, talking to us or putting pen to paper? We'll talk about that when we get back. Okay. Stay with us, Sister Crush. You.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Hi, I'm Harold Dennis.
and I'm running for the office of DeKalb County Sheriff. I believe that there is a brighter future for DeKalb County, and as your sheriff, I will take a tough stance against those who choose to violate our laws and remain actively involved in building a rapport with our youth, which will combat the increasingly violent crimes committed by their peers. This will increase the value of our community in which I was proudly born and raised. Allow me the opportunity to continue my philosophy of public service and building a sound and responsive sheriff's office. Harold Dennis, vote for me November 8th for DeKalb County Sheriff. Then let's take DeKalb back. I'm Harold Dennis, and I approve this message.
This is Queen Harrison, U.S. 100-meter hurdler, and I'm rocking with the Crush.
We're back, still doing our Crush interview. Brought to you by Oregon Software with Christy Tucker Sims. So before we left, we were talking about what was more, I don't want to mess up this word, what was more relaxing for you?
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic for you, that's the word. The pen or talking about it?
I think that in the very beginning, when I was in isolation, I was in isolation for a whole year. My face was so messed up that I couldn't go out in public. And so my only option was to write. And I was in that situation where I had family around me, but nobody could really understand. Unless you've been through something, you've been an attractive woman, and somebody takes your entire outer appearance, there was just nobody to talk to but God. And so I just started writing. I had no idea that this would turn into a book. I started writing privately, and I started writing, journaling on Facebook. And I realized that I was really helping people. And I was really, really helping people. People would reach out to me and tell me things that, in confidence, that you just would not imagine. People that were being abused that we know, that you would not even imagine. And they would tell me because I was being so, I gave them permission. My transparency gave them permission to be transparent. And a lot of people left abusive relationships because of me. Because I was, I'm still trying to attach to this word courageous. I don't know. But anyway, because I was courageous.
Tulip. You with that yellow tulip.
Because I was courageous enough to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I come from a good family. Yeah, I'm a smart girl. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that. You know what? But this happened to me. It's real.
So you felt like you were Yellow Tulips for all of them? Because if you said that everybody was your Yellow Tulip, you were probably giving them that same Yellow Tulip on the call today.
So, you know what? I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, when I think about, I guess you just have to know how bad this was to understand how every day I would be, sometimes, if I've never been a suicidal person, but I want you to just put yourself in my shoes for 1 second and just imagine what this is like. I want you to think about how pretty you are, Erica. Just imagine somebody.
But
she ain't that pretty, but yeah, okay.
She's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous
woman. There's a lot of hate coming out of that.
She's a gorgeous woman.
He's such a hater.
I just want you to imagine one day waking up and you looking like something off Tales from the Crypt. Like your own child is afraid of you. That's how bad this was. My own child was afraid of me.
And even that, Chrissy, just taking away your livelihood. That's the whole thing. Just taking away everything that you were able to do and be successful at, and just taking all of that away. Yeah. So I can't imagine. I can't imagine. It's just it breaks my heart. It does.
I say I can imagine. I say no, you can't.
No, you can't imagine this.
But what's funny is one of the things that you embraced and you start because you really flipped it. Because you kind of started, you would like crack your little joke, and you would just be like,
because I'm silly.
You're right.
I'm silly.
But the thing, a lot of people didn't really realize that about you. And more of that came out, and it's like people like, well, I'm like, listen, y'all don't understand. She is like really crazy. Like, she funny.
I mean,
and I think a lot of people really didn't know that.
Yeah. But you know what? It was a survival tool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, you can't only stay down but so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's laugh about this thing here.
You gotta have you gotta have comic relief in life.
You gotta have comic relief in life. I really truly believe that if you cock your head sideways and close one eye, everything is funny. Like, everything is funny.
You're absolutely
everything
right.
is funny to me.
You know what's funny? When you clown some cats on Facebook, talking about some, these cats up here hitting on me, and I was like, Lord, I don't even want to see what.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to write a book about my Facebook inbox. That's going to be a book.
Hey, I see them running now. Oh, Lord, let me delete that conversation.
Go down in the DM.
Right. It goes down in the DM. For real. Let me tell you something. A whole book about that DM.
But I'm like, I can't delete that conversation real quick.
But again, the comedy was that, like I say, for people who didn't know you like that, it was like, yeah, you're serious with it, but you really like, hey man, look at y'all. Y'all don't want these problems right now. And like I say, you would just always flip it, and I could always be like, you know what? See, that is why, and I've told you this plenty of times. That's why you're going to do whatever you got coming to you. You're going to get it 20-fold because you've actually flipped this thing and you've made it to where like you have a platform. And it's like, man, the greatness in you, and we hadn't even scratched the surface on the tip.
You know what? Where that comes from? Getting pissed off enough. Let me tell you something.
Ready to fight?
Oh yeah, somebody throw acid in your face. It makes you real bold and real crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yes.
Thinking about it like that,
yeah. It makes you become. Remember we talked about this. I was shy. I don't know if y'all remember how shy I was back in the day.
Just sweet and shy.
I was voted the quietest girl in the 8th grade, and now folks pay me thousands of dollars to run my mouth for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You know. Something like this turns you into a whole nother person.
And that's what I was going to say. Isn't it funny how, life will flip you upside down on your head and you just, but you make it through.
So let's talk about that. When you walk out there and people are paying to hear your story, what is that like? Going from Shy Christy to Talk to Us Christy. What is that like?
There's no vanity in any of this for me. And I literally... I really believe that 98% of the time, all the time when I go out there, because, I don't even prepare speeches. I ask God to speak through me and allow me to say what it is and speak to the person or the people that you want me to speak to. Right. Let that happen. And I have rarely ever had a speech without a standing ovation. Wow. And I don't do a whole lot of preparing or anything because I can remove myself from this situation and see that none of this has ever been about me. Right. It's never been about me, And when you do that, and that's why I'm saying, that's why I always make sure I come to this radio station, to everybody else in Atlanta before I start, because I got some big stuff coming up. I always make sure that I keep myself grounded in who I am, and that ATL girl,
where you came from,
because these are the people that supported me, from day one. So, there's no vanity in any of that. So anyway, it feels great to have people listen to me, but, I do what I have to do.
Because I sure harassed you on your road to recovery. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I need me like a chapter.
It makes you a chapter.
In the book, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the diva in me. She know it. Ain't no secret. Sheesh.
We come back, man. We about to get a little silly. We about to put Christy in the hot seat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, more?
Yes. So stay with us. It's the crowd.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know volunteering can be fun? Community service is for everyone. Young people, families, men, women. As a volunteer, you'll help your community and gain valuable skills. Network with others. Energize your life. Make an impact and have fun. Get in step with your community. Volunteer. Visit www.lionsclubs.org.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, man, it's time to put Christy in the hot seat, man. Start it off, mate. See what you got, buddy.
Sassoon against jeans.
You asking me?
Yeah, you.
Take a peek.
Guess jeans.
Yes, Lord. You better.
You keep bringing up these guess jeans.
You better have said
guess
jeans, Lord.
Guess like the jeans. Cornish line, somebody has shot at you.
Ooh. Now or before? Back
Either
in the
one.
day.
Let's do now. I know you're down in the DMs.
Get out my inbox.
Oh, hold up. This guy inboxed me that I make his heart melt like cotton candy in the rain.
He's so lame.
Pretty good though.
Did you throw up?
I saw you on the TD Jake show, and you make me melt like. My heart melt like cotton candy in the rain. I was like, man, that was a good line. It's good.
Well, did you respond back?
No.
It wasn't good.
I told you it goes down in the
What you got, man?
It wasn't that good of a line.
Favorite city you spoke in?
El Paso, Texas.
Really?
Interesting.
Probably good food.
I love that city.
Probably good
Interesting. Why do you love El Paso?
The people were so incredible.
They are nice.
It is about 90% Hispanic.
Yeah.
When I was there, I spoke at El Paso College, and it's voted it has the least crime in the entire nation.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that. The people are so incredibly nice.
Wow.
They're the kind of people that when somebody gets, you know how here you get broken on the side of the road, you just might be sitting there for about 2 hours, ain't nobody coming to get you.
Yeah.
Is everybody afraid?
Yeah.
In El Paso, everybody that sees you stop on the side of the road will stop and help you.
You know, that is true.
That is the most
true
incredible city that I've ever been in. I was only there for a day.
Yeah,
but I felt so
nice.
warm, and I was like, I want to come back here. I could come back here, you know. And the beautiful thing about it, I spoke at El Paso College, and they have a very high rate of domestic violence in the Hispanic community there. And when I spoke there, I don't know why the camera follows me everywhere I go. I wasn't expected to be on TV. I just went there to do my community service, just do my talk like I normally do. They had stations from New Mexico. I'm talking about, I was on probably 5 or 6 different stations, news stations that I've never seen. I still haven't seen because they don't air here. But just me doing that talk there, it put me on a whole lot of different stations in the Hispanic community. So I felt like I would cross cultural lines
that's
just
awesome.
by being in that one city.
Awesome.
You see what I'm saying? It's not a black story. It's not an African American story. You know,
It's a story.
Okay. We know everybody got the good music, but there a ratchet song you like to listen to?
Oh boy. I can't answer this one. Go ahead.
You know, Christy be on Facebook dancing.
you know, I got dance videos and everything.
All trap music.
Yeah, it's time for another one. I'm trying to get maybe like act civilized for a little while before I get like that. But I had this like, I can't explain it. I'm just, you can take the girl out of the ghetto, but you cannot take the ghetto out of the girl. That's all I can tell you.
So you got one right now that you like to get down to?
What's the latest one? You know what's sad is I don't even know the song. I just know the beat.
Know the beat.
My kids be playing. I don't even know what they're called. You know, and they are
know what they
appalled, shocked and appalled every single time that I can, you know, drop it like it's hot, just like they can. But yeah, no, I can't think of one in particular. I just know the beats. I went to the BMIs with my friend Judithia. The BMIs, and that was fun.
Oh, I bet it was.
I was up in there. You know, that was the BMI, the hip hop and R&B awards.
Yeah.
So that was very, very nice.
Oh, man.
Very nice.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Crush the hot seat, man.
Yeah. We come back, man. We got to hear about more. We can get all this information from. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Man, we're still doing this. crushing interview with Christy. So I gotta go find me some videos. But anyway, we got some stuff to talk about.
Straight ratchet.
Christy, tell people where they can find out more about the book, where they can find out more about you at.
Order this book, baby.
Okay, so what's happening right now? I'm in the pre-sale stage. The book's not even out yet, which is crazy because people are buying it like crazy. You can go to www.courageouschristy.com to pre-order my book. Courageous has an E in it. People forget that E. You forget that E, you're going to go very left. You won't even find me if you leave that E out. But courageouschristy.com. And if you don't want to pre-order the book, I'm having my first book signing October 1st. It's at Time Restaurant. It's from 3 to 7. It's a day party. It's going to be fabulous. It's being hosted by my Yellow Tulips. I established this group called the Yellow Tulips. Mm-hmm. It's just a whole marketing thing. But anyway, I have this group of women that I absolutely adored who have been on my journey with me for 3 years. And so they're hosting this book signing event. Now, the thing about it is, you have to register for this event. You can't just pop up in there now.
All right, say that again, because people be like,
you cannot pop up in my stuff. You cannot do that.
I know you. I know you.
We're expecting 200 people, but you have to register because it's at a really nice upscale restaurant. You have to register. Included in the cost of registration is an autographed copy of my book. So some people who've already pre-ordered, this may not be the event for you. I have several. In fact, that's how I'm going to get this book sold. I'm having several book signings. I'm having one at Wolf Creek Library and sometime in October. I'll find it out later. The best thing to do is to follow me on Facebook, Christy Tucker Sims, Courageous Christy on Facebook, and also to go to courageouschristy.com. I want to give you this information to go directly to the book signing event, though, if you want to register for the book signing event. It is squareup.com/store/empowerment store/ and that's to go. It takes you straight to the information for the book signing.
Give them to it one more time.
It is squareup.com/store/empowerment store/ and that takes you directly to the registration for the book signing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on our show page as well, cause don't be following through now. Talking about some man, I know Christy.
No, you can't do that with this particular event right here. It'll hold 200 people, but
what's the attire? Please let them know that too.
Okay, we're doing a theme. You don't have to, but we're doing a theme. We're gonna do that whole yellow tulip thing, yellow, cream, green, all cream, whatever. Just something to make you think about a tulip.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to. If you want to fall up in there with all black on, whatever. But we're trying to do this thing, and the reason is because everything that I do is a photo op. So I just want you to picture yourself now, because if you end up with me, if you're standing next to me, there's an opportunity. You might be on TV. You might be somewhere else. So try to follow the rules.
Why he wearing black?
So don't show up with that. So don't show up with that colorful Versace like y'all prone to do in Atlanta.
Leave your FUBU in there.
Just always, whenever you come to anything that's involving me, always think I might show up in a picture somewhere.
I don't know. Look like Cam Newton.
Yeah, Stephanie saying, please register. Like I say, we'll get the info. I'm gonna steal that piece of paper from you, cause we have to get this information out. And like I said, y'all, don't be showing up with your throwback jersey on and your hat sideways.
It's not that type of party.
Talking about, man, me and Christy took geometry together.
And it's not an ordinary book signing. It's going to be literally it's going to go on from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. We're going to have dinner and music and book talk, and we're going to look pretty and fabulous. This is me, I'm ready. I just want to be fabulous now. I'm tired of being all frumpy and stuff. I want to have a good time.
Because you are fancy. You've always been fancy now.
And fabulous.
One thing about it. Yes, okay. Lord, have mercy. God
so that's what we want.
You.
It's going to be a fabulous event. I hope everybody comes out.
Oh, man, it sounds like
so.
She got a video dancing up fancy, too, on Facebook.
I do, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Lord, the Facebook. Shout out to them kids, man, because they show.
So let me ask you that. That's a great question. Wait, leading to that. Before we go to break, how is your kids accepting all of this at this point?
They on 10 now.
They on 10. Mama dancing and mama's signing books. How they?
Cloud. They playing pleasure.
When I say that my kids are so detached from everything that I do, and all they really want me to do is cook dinner and take them to school and get them money. That's it.
Let's get it, mama.
Yeah.
We come back, man. We're going to do the crush right now. We'll do a little mixture thing. We'll talk a little football. We're going to have Christy with us, too. She ain't going nowhere. We're going to hold on to it right now. Stay with us, man. It's the crush.
Abraham Lincoln,
the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girl in Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Robert Hicks, ex-NFL football player and actor with The Blind Side, and you're with The Crush at ssnatl.com, Sensation Station Network.
Going to the Crush Rundown, brought to you by Parish Capital. At Parish Capital, we can help you achieve your financial goals by providing high-quality advisory services, making smart investment decisions. Go to Parish Capital. That's P-A-R-R-I-S-H, capitalwithan.com for more information. Go ahead, Christy. Please get away, please.
Hey, Michael Harrison.
Please get that way, man. So, Michael.
Cause I'm petty.
So, yeah, you know, change the song for real on his day. So, what's the day in the life of Christy right now?
Oh.
Ad posting on Facebook. Make us laugh to start the day now.
You know, right now my life is very quiet. I am back to being the mother. I'm interviewing for counseling positions. I'm trying to go back to my career, which is so funny. Yay. I wish we had more time to talk about that. How people think I'm crazy when I go in for an interview. They're like, why are you here? You know? One lady told me, she said, you know what, you've outgrown. She told me that I had outgrown that field.
Wow.
She said, you speak to thousands of people. You've spoken to millions of people. Why would you want to sit and talk to one person at a time? Is that really time effective?
That's interesting. That's an interesting take that she has on that.
She said you've been elevated and you don't realize it. Because I'm trying to keep myself humble. I want to stay humble and grounded. You know, because I know who I am.
But do you think that's odd that people won't allow you to that's what you want to do. If people telling you that, nah, you're past that.
Yeah. I mean,
I understand what her thought is a little bit, but even if you can only have one person, I just think that is what we're supposed to do. I mean, even if it's just one person.
Well, she didn't hire me.
Oh well.
Yeah, she did. We're about to make this rundown a little special. So real quick, we're about to do our NFL picks in between. So check this out. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Carolina, Denver. What y'all liking?
My goodness, no, you didn't just jump right into it.
It's tomorrow's game, so I might have win Thursday.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
I got the Carolina Panthers. Too much Cam, and I don't even know who Trevor Siemian is.
I don't know Trevor Siemian know who Trevor Siemian is.
Can I get my pick too?
Yeah.
Carolina. Just because I'm, you know.
They're right.
Who you got, Erica?
I'm gonna let Glaze.
I got Carolina because I don't know who Trevor is either.
Who are you?
I don't trust him yet.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
And you were with these games, the team that lost always have a little revenge on them, so they come out a little differently.
That's true. That's true. But you know, they still got that defense, baby. They still got that
Oh, they do.
defense.
Vaughn got the glasses
still
on.
got that defense.
Funny commercial and everything, but
I'm gonna be a hater. I cannot pick those teams I hate. Go Denver.
hey, by the way, picks must be in Thursday at noon. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't be talking about Maceo. Can I get one more hour? No. Don't be giving no more hour, Erica. We gotta give him a Thursday at noon.
I'm gonna do it tonight when I get home.
Maceo, I got on. I left my.
No. I'm gonna do it tonight when I get home because I gotta work tomorrow.
They had me serving drinks in
work.
first class.
You stupid.
Couldn't do my picks.
New England, Arizona.
Man, I'm going Arizona.
No Tom. It said Arizona too.
Yeah.
No Tom Brady, Carson with those weapons, and the Honey Badger got paid.
And some defense there. Yeah,
I'm going Arizona.
I'm going Arizona too.
Who you like, Christy?
New England.
Why'd they win?
There's no Tom Brady now. Tom Brady not walking through that door. He out for 4 weeks.
I got Arizona too.
I just always go against the grain. I'm sorry.
No doubt.
Hey Terrence, I picked against your team.
Terrence gonna be all that junk he been talking. I'm gonna see how he gonna be whining for these first 4 weeks.
You know, he'll go incognito.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, Atlanta.
Oh, you not saving that till
You
last?
know what? I'm sorry. This one because it just got interesting.
Okay.
Minnesota at Tennessee.
I got the Titans, man.
I do too.
Mariota, his second year.
Because when they lost Teddy,
Yeah.
Sam Bradford,
they lost a lot.
He don't even know the offense.
Yeah.
And who they got starting?
Who?
Sean Hill, ain't it?
Sean Hill.
No, Sam Bradford started.
No. They already said they're
Yeah, they
gonna
made him second
go
today.
back and forth. They're gonna go back and forth.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
terrible. Listen, they gave up a first round draft pick. Big Jersey will be starting Sunday.
I was hoping I hope he get one that fits in Minnesota.
Nah, he not gonna get one.
Maybe
that
it's
fit.
just they didn't fit in Philly.
Nah.
Maybe he'll get one that fits. In
All his jerseys fit like that.
Christy, you got anybody?
I have no clue on this. Don't really care.
The game of California, L.A. at San Francisco.
Wow. The Rams have a defense, but that's about it.
They don't even know who they starting. Keep it.
You know,
I want to be petty because San Francisco released my they released Garrison.
Yeah.
But Garrison got picked up
By
by Seattle. So shout out to G baby. Blaine Gabbert is trash, and I'm going with the Georgia boy. I'm going Gurley.
Yeah.
Not trash. Not that.
Yeah, he trash can. He hot garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, I think the Rams might be okay.
Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah.
I like them too. Well, we're going to start with one of the top two on this panel. New York at Dallas.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna let y'all pick that first. Let me get dressed for this pick. Hold on.
Oh, he about to get dressed.
Maceo is so putting on the towel.
Oh, my.
You know this towel Maceo has would be big enough to hold his tears.
Oh.
Dripped out.
He is dressed.
That is sad. Listen.
What you got, Erica?
I got the Giants. I got the Giants.
I just can't do Dak yet. I can't do Dak Prescott yet. I just can't.
I like him.
Even though they're going to get, I think Elliott run about 25, 30 times this game. I just can't do that. I can't do them yet. I got Giants in this. And they in, what is the name of their Gillette Stadium?
Yeah. What? No, that's in New England.
That's New England.
Yeah.
What's the name of this new stadium?
They playing in Cowboy Stadium. The game is at home.
Oh, well.
We're at home.
So you're at home.
Yeah. I mean, understand this. Anytime your top wide receiver is in a hot tub and people coming from up under the water, they shoot videos.
Oh, let's not even talk about that.
So y'all can take Odell if y'all want. I wouldn't even take Odell on my fantasy team. He got dudes coming up underwater blowing bubbles and they playing sexual healing.
That is just
in the locker room.
Yeah.
That is suspect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bad video. It's a bad video.
Yeah.
It's a bad video.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad
look.
So
it's a bad look. I can't even defend.
How about them Cowboys and how about Dak Prescott, baby? Got my beads on. Y'all see it.
Yeah.
I
mean, did y'all ask me my question?
I got some new stuff too.
Dallas, of course. I mean, I told you about Dallas. We go way back.
Right.
We go way back.
Right.
So
Bless her heart.
Look at my mother gonna come in and sound some boo. Boo back to you, sister. Boo to you too.
All right, game. Tampa Bay coming to the ATL.
We at that one already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only doing 6. I'm keep it cool. We want everybody else to go check us out on our page.
Cool.
We're gonna do 6.
Okay, cool.
Keep it cool. Who you liking?
You know, I got my team. You know, I'll be there. I can't wait. Is it Sunday yet?
Famous.
I know you gonna be there. What time you tailgating? What time you tailgating?
8:30. Jennifer. We gonna be there early.
They ain't gonna be able to see the game.
Man, breakfast.
Chinese
stuff.
eyes.
No, I'm not gonna have Chinese eyes.
Well, Jennifer is.
Jennifer,
You know
Jennifer,
she
your
is.
cousin is talking about you.
Right.
Listen,
So
8:30 tailgate.
So y'all can't get to the quarterback still. Jameis is a dog. For real. You saw the speech he gave to Florida State last night.
He did the Chinese eye too. Had to watch it.
He
He did the Chinese eye on the
He called that.
Jameis a dog.
Yep, he went in there at halftime and told them, "I'll buy y'all all some crab legs."
No, he gave out them $1,000 handshakes.
Yeah, he was there. That's how he came in.
Yeah, because if you really watch that game close, he pat his pocket about 5 times. That's code for. I shouldn't be telling y'all these secrets because when I write my book, I'm gonna, this stuff is gonna be in me and Stacey Harrison book real soon. I need your published information. But yeah, the pat the pocket, that mean, hey man, ball out. I got whatever you want. So man, Jamie's gonna come through, man. Y'all couldn't beat him last year. He's a year better. What's y'all defense in your name?
Beasley.
Beasley. Unless he gained 30 pounds between now and Sunday, y'all get rolled up.
Hey man, I'm picking the home team.
You got me. Go ahead, y'all pick them.
I got to go with the Falcons. I got to.
That's right.
I got to.
So let me just go through this real quick.
I mean, it might be different if they were playing the Cowboys, but
That's my girl.
Maceo told her not to wear Falcon stuff, but she got on black. See, she's still representing.
Yeah. I love them. Don't get me wrong. It's a love. They gonna give y'all a heart attack this year, like they always do.
They always do.
They always gonna give y'all a heart attack, and I'm not gonna let them stress me out this year.
I don't know why y'all keep forgetting about that. We swept them year before last.
But they swept y'all last year.
That's okay. That's because
Jameis won that the year before
Kyle
last.
Shanahan's stupid.
Jameis here.
Let's get it real quick. Hot around Carolina, Denver.
I got Denver.
Got Cam.
You got Cam.
Cam.
Carolina. New England, Arizona.
Arizona.
New England.
I got Arizona. LA, San Francisco.
I got the Rams.
Rams.
Hey, Rams it is. Minnesota, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Don't know, don't care.
Tennessee. New York at Dallas.
The G-Men.
Come on, man.
I got you for FOMO, man.
And that we trust.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dallas.
He gonna be wiping his tears with this big old towel.
I said about my sleeping bag. I got my sleeping bag.
I used to have we had a lamp, we had a comforter set, we had everything.
I ain't gonna even say it.
Everything.
Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Hey man, so we got our 6. Check. I'm telling y'all, 12 o'clock noon. Eric said she gonna do it tonight though.
I'm gonna do it tonight because
Eric gonna hit me like she always do. Hey, I'm gonna need extension because they ain't had no Remy on the plane.
Excuse me, we don't serve Remy on the plane.
Excuse me.
We don't serve Remy. And what's the other stuff y'all like? The other brown liquor y'all like?
Hennessy.
Y'all got some Hennessy? No.
I don't drink. I can't think of the last time I drank
What y'all serve on the plane?
I have never had it.
What do y'all serve on the plane?
What's the go-to on the plane?
Yeah, what y'all serve?
What y'all serve?
Regular people vodka, regular people tequila.
Y'all have Patron?
No, the code name Swicky. The blue bottle stuff.
We're about to take a quick station identification. Then we're gonna finish up to Christy. So stay with us.
A dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network.
Still in this crush rundown brought to you by Parish Capital.
They're listening in right now.
I mean, that's how it is in Atlanta. Oh, that's my cousin.
Yeah. A lot of cousins up here.
That's my cousin.
Christy, we thank you as always for coming on. And please tell everybody the information again, because some people, look, first of all, make sure I done told y'all, don't show up. Don't show up.
Don't show up your Gucci flip-flops now.
Think you can get in. Tell everybody the information again, please. We're going to put it on our webs and all that stuff, too. So.
Okay, so this is the thing. My book has been pre-ordering for about a month now. You can go to courageouschristy.com to pre-order it if you can't make the book signing. If you want to come to my book signing, though, it's best for you to sign up and register for the book signing because it includes a book. Okay? So that is squareup.com/store/empowerment store/ and it takes you to this empowerment store where you can actually go in, and that book signing event includes dinner, dancing, everything, food. Right. It's just going to be a fabulous event or whatever. So that's that. But you can always find me at courageouschristy.com, and also make sure you always try to find me on Facebook because I'm going to be putting everything on Facebook also.
I really don't read a lot of long Facebook posts. But when you post, I stop and say, wait a minute, wait a minute, let me read.
Continue reading, click.
Read, keep it going.
I've been trying not to do that as much, but
and you try to say, I ain't gonna do it this time, but then
don't stop.
Not to do it.
Don't stop.
You know what? I am a writer. I don't know why. I'm a writer.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say this. I'm probably gonna be speaking. I don't know what the date is, but I'm gonna be speaking at Georgia State in October. I'm focusing on my younger people. This fall, instead of traveling so much, I'm going to be speaking to middle school and high schools through my foundation. And I'm going to be in Richmond, Virginia at St. Paul's Church. It's a huge church on October 22nd. Okay. I have a few other places, but they're not locked down yet. I'm not traveling like I did last year.
Let me ask you that. When you're doing, do you speak at the middle and high school level a lot, or are you just not getting into it?
I've done it for the past year, but it is my initiative, my Yellow Tulip initiative through my foundation. It's where my heart is right now because I want to catch people. This happened to me overnight. I want to catch domestic violence before it even happens, and the only way to do that is to go towards that highest demographic. Domestic violence intimate partner violence starts at age 14 years old.
Wow.
So, I want to make sure that they're protected, at least with information.
Wow. So. Wow. You warm over there, man?
I'm Gucci, man.
You got your nice.
People on Facebook clowning you.
Nah, I'm not worried about them. Because most of them ain't never seen 18 sniff a Super Bowl.
Man.
But I will tell you this, you know what I'm saying?
Tell about
it's just
the
not,
guest gene, man.
But it's not every day you get to always just continue to hang out with the person who turned the corner and you just giggle as a ninth grader.
So you're a ninth grader.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I tell her this all the time. We go back and forth about this all the time. And like I say, that's why I need my own chapter because in the road to recovery, I know I was one of the first people who made her laugh.
You really did.
I was one of the first. And we actually we kind of broke the ice. Because she would we would be back and forth. And every time she would do something like share, post, and I would always check. Because listen, when somebody is like say in your adolescence, when they just give you that like that little feeling like that right now, they will always be special to you.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Christy.
I want to say two things. First of all,
let's go.
First of all, I want to say you should have told me that 30 years ago. Everybody got time for that right now. Hey, Bree. You should have told me that 30 years ago. And I didn't know you was going to grow up like that either. The other thing is, when you lose what I lost physically, sometimes that you telling me that you had that crush on me, it's what I needed because it reminds me of this pretty girl that I once was, and so I want to thank you for that because it's flattering.
Well, I always love you.
You should have told me 30 years ago.
Thank you for coming on. Any shout outs you want to give before we go?
I want to give a shout out to Dr. Quinn Gentry, Cherry Collier, Stephanie Williams, Lanice Harris, Jonelle Myers, all of my Yellow Tulips, Melanie Shea Gore,
all y'all.
Everybody, all of my Yellow Tulips that are they're the ones hosting this event for me on October 1st. I'm not doing it, they're the ones doing it.
I'm wearing yellow.
I get some yellow people. Thank you so much,
Just
Christy.
like Gucci.
Thank you.
When we come back, man, that's what I'm talking about. Stay Gucci. It's the Crush.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first. And that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Now how you're always talking to me about not doing drugs like pot and ecstasy and cocaine, how they're dangerous and illegal. Well, you don't have to worry anymore. My friends and I have found a much better way to get high. And you'll be happy to know it's not even illegal. Nice, huh? Want to know what we're doing? Alright, I'll tell you. We use cough medicine. Seriously, the stuff in the medicine cabinet. You didn't notice it was missing? Oh, well, I guess lucky for me then.
Last year, more than 2 million teens risked blackouts, seizures, even comas, intentionally abusing ordinary cough medicine, the kind in virtually every home in America. Never heard of it? Bet your kids have.
And it's gotta be safe, 'cause it's medicine, right?
When you talk to your kids about drugs, make sure you start with the ones in the medicine cabinet. Need help getting the conversation started? Go to drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
What? What about our plan to win the lottery and start living? You know, travel the world on matching yachts, wear enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacation on the French Riviera, and then buy it.
You know we're never going to win the lottery, right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
Did you know volunteering can be fun? Community service is for everyone. Young people, families, men, women. As a volunteer, you'll help your community and gain valuable skills. Network with others. Energize your life. Make an impact and have fun. Get in step with your community. Volunteer. Visit www.lionsclubs.org.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on ssnatl.com.
Hey, we're back. Going into... That's what I'm talking about, Mace.
Is that what you're talking about, Glaze?
That's what I'm talking about, Crush.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man. First of all, we're going to start out like this. Christy Sims is probably one of the biggest things about That's What I'm Talking About that you talk about. She is Yellow Tulip, man. Flowers are becoming I'm becoming a fan of flowers, Macy.
I hear you, dog.
Rose from a concrete and yellow tulips on a cloudy day. Hey, man. Beautiful thing, man. Yellow, that's what I'm talking about. We get into them stories about things good stories about people out there in the sports world. So, Macy, you want to start it off, man?
Yeah, man.
What you got, dog?
Hey, man, James Conner, Pittsburgh University running back, returned to the field after battling cancer, man. Hadn't played in the game since September 5th, 2015. Scored a touchdown in the second quarter versus Villanova, man. But he said the best part of Saturday, running through the tunnel for the first time and his teammates mobbing him when he scored the touchdown, man. When I saw him score that touchdown, man, I was like, dude.
Dog, all this.
That dude.
All
Like,
this.
this is why you love sports, man.
All this was
That's why you love sports, man.
To see that kid back out there doing what he do, man, was an amazing thing, man.
We could say the same thing about Chubb. It was just really great to see him, you know, because you think about that first hit and, you know, how's he going to be on
Just
that.
to see them kids do that, man, it's just.
I wasn't surprised about Chubb. I've seen his work ethic, so
he's
I was
a
like,
dog,
dude,
man.
they're a monster. Like, people not built like that.
That's what mine goes. Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
they sent out their punt team without their punter, and showing the love for their punter who just died. His name was Sam Foltz. Him and Mike Sadler from Michigan State.
Michigan, yeah.
They was in Wisconsin. And they died in a car crash. So what Nebraska did, they sent out their punt team without a punter. Took the delay.
Yeah.
Something you just look at sports and be like, y'all got it.
They got it.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yeah.
You get it.
That was one. That was one that gave me chills, like you said. That
I
was
was
one that
like,
just
okay,
like
you get it.
amazing.
You get it. What you got, man?
Hey, man, former UFC Women's Champion Misha Tate. She can add hero to her resume. She was hiking in Mount Charleston near Vegas, and she encountered a 6-year-old Kai who had broken her arm on the trail. The mom was having a hard time carrying her, so Misha decided she'll grab the girl, help the family get down the mountain, and they were able to get 911 assistance. If Misha hadn't showed up, no telling how long the mom would have had trying to get her down there, and no telling what would have happened. Misha's a hero, man, and she didn't have to stop and do that. So, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Some people would have kept it going.
Some people would have just looked at you and be like, hey, you need to do something about that.
Yeah. I go to, you know what, man, I love when, I know people always say that certain players should do certain things, but there are people like Thomas Davis, you know, even though he played for Carolina, even though he cussed me out 2 years ago. I ain't gonna let that go. He talked so greasy. He was talking, and Thomas don't cuss, but he was just kind of like, he still took a picture with me.
You should have went aside Thomas head. You see how I got over there on that bench press. I had your back, dog.
Him and his teammates, about 12 Carolina Panthers, his foundation is called not Devonshire, but the Defending Dreams Foundation. And they went to Devonshire Middle School and just handed out backpacks with full of supplies to all the kids in the school. And Thomas is a good guy. I've heard a number of good things about him.
Great guy, man.
You know what I'm saying? He does this a lot, but just do it, man. You just show up at school, hand them out. That's what I'm talking about, Thomas, man. What you got, Mason?
Hey, man, for the first time in his NFL career, Adam Jones has been voted a team captain. What? The artist formerly known as Pac-Man, what? A.K.A. Mr. Make It Rain. What? Hey, man, has come full circle, man. And if anybody has ever been voted a captain of something, this is like one of the most prestigious honors that you can have when your teammates appoint you captain of the squad. Speaks volumes about your leadership, what you mean to that team, man. Hey, man. And me just knowing this kid, watching him grow knowing his uncles and the path that he had to endure to get to this point, man. Adam Jones, man, please do not call him Pac-Man, or he might revert back to Boat Rock. That's what I'm talking about, Adam.
Or you could be petty when you name a guy captain, too, because the New Orleans Saints have decided to name Joe Hawley captain for the Falcons game on the Patriot night. So freaking petty.
He is the permanent captain, not just for the game. That's being petty right there.
No.
Now that's being petty.
What they did with Joe Hawley. That's
petty.
That's petty.
Adam is the captain for the whole season.
Right.
So when Joe walk out there,
they just named him for one game.
That's
Pettibone Jones. I leave it to New Orleans.
He may not never ever go out to the coin. He probably never been to a coin toss, so he probably know what it's like.
They might stop him at, you know how you don't go all the way on the field.
You that cat, man. You stay over there. You stay at the numbers.
You chill.
You're not supposed to be
stay at the numbers.
The real captain's going out. You chill, though.
Yeah.
You chill. I'll finish it with this, man. We talked about it a little bit, but sometimes sitting down is big and standing up. Colin Kaepernick, that's what I'm talking about. How they selling jerseys in the league now?
Controversy sells, baby.
And you see, they were talking about, we gonna cut him.
Well, listen, this is the funny part.
Nothing cuts.
They couldn't cut him because they were gonna owe him $12 million anyway.
Yeah, that
so
was just
you
talk.
might as well keep him.
Talking all that trash and all that. I was like, yeah, okay.
$12 million cat. Listen,
and
Colin was like, bruh, cut me.
Yeah, and then they both colors selling out too. Yeah. So all y'all who burning the jersey, keep on. You gotta agree
buy the burn it, baby. That's all good.
We come back, man. Oh Lord, college football, here we go. Ooh. Y'all ready, man?
Yeah.
I got so many notes.
I got so many right here. Let's go. We right back.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
This is Akeem Dent, linebacker of the Houston Texans. You are listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
It's a beautiful day, y'all. It was a great weekend.
Awesome weekend.
Football's back. The sounder is real. It's no play in the sounder. So let's go through these scores real quick. Thursday, y'all. Tennessee. We're doing top 25 right now. So Tennessee, Appalachian State. Now, for y'all out there, we're getting Erica ready because next week, Tuesday, will be NFL. Mondays will be college football. But since we were blessed with 4 days of college football from Thursday to Monday. We're doing college football on Tuesday. So, Tennessee, Appalachian State. Tennessee won 20-13. What did y'all see in that game right there?
Shout out to my nephew, Mr. Gray,
I saw
number 3
Gray.
for App State, Alex Gray. But listen, App State gave that game away. They had that game. They so had that game. And like I said before, if it wasn't for that conditioning aspect, which is so important, the defense just wore out at the end.
You said my cousin I said, I see this guy number 3 playing out here for App State. I don't see no 6 because that 3 with Gray on. I'm like, he playing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What did you see, Mace?
Man, I saw a team that, depth. Luckily for Tennessee, they have more depth. And when you play these kind of games, they had it.
Yep.
Hold the ball. They couldn't, but Joshua Dobbs. To me, Tennessee was clearly a team that read their press clippings.
Yeah.
Yes.
They believe what everybody said about them.
Yes.
And they will play better the next couple of weeks. Sometimes you have to get that wake-up call, and they almost, at the expense of Appalachian State, but we remember Appalachian State had went into the big house
and did it
and shocked them.
Yep.
And they almost put up. Well, I like the confidence they played. Yeah, 9 years to the day. I like the confidence that they played in, but at the same time too, I tell people this all the time. When you talk about skill position wise, at every school, you got a freak here and there, but for the most part, skill position guys are the same.
Yeah.
The difference is the depth in their O and D lines.
Yeah.
That's what most of those teams end up. They just run out of gas.
Just like we were talking about when we were talking about Grayson versus IMG.
Yeah.
They just ran out. And they were 3 deep, 4 deep.
Right.
The thing I was liked about that game, because Tennessee, I hate to use the word lucky, but when Josh Dobbs tried to dive in the end zone and that boy hit him square in the stomach, and that ball went that way and they fell on, I was like, are you serious? Because they really almost gave it up.
Lucky.
Tennessee,
on that
though,
one.
what did y'all see? Is this just a game they just want to get out behind them? They might have needed this.
Well, listen, a lot of teams, you said reading press clippings. There was a lot of teams this weekend that was believing their own hype and just came out there and either got smoked or almost got smoked. So, it for a lot of teams, it was a weekend of wake up.
Yeah.
We actually lost,
As a coach, it's hard all season. You got camp, summer. It's so hard to get these kids focused.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing in your mind a lesser opponent. Yeah. It's hard to get them kids, and you hear coaches all the time with the coach talk, this, that. Listen, it's not really coach, man. You will get beat. Like, don't show up if you want to.
Because every day you talking about, hey man, you know what happened in Michigan? You probably try to say that, but them kids like, man, we number 9 in the country.
Yeah, we Tennessee, man.
App State.
Yeah, we got 30 helmets.
Coming into the big house. We good.
Right.
App State was like, we about to shock the world. Bro.
Yeah, and they don't understand. See, when you have a team, when you got a group of kids, and once you get all of them to believe, bruh, we can do this.
Yeah.
Now, it's hard to beat a team like that, and they gave Tennessee everything they wanted.
Yeah.
Everything they wanted.
When I put the score there at halftime, everyone say, Glade, don't play. I'm like, this thing is serious. You might want to hear him get home with this one. Bruh. But this one here is serious, man.
I told anybody who would listen, bruh,
this thing
don't
serious.
be surprised. Somebody going to get knocked off.
This thing getting serious.
Ask Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through them real quick. Another game on Thursday before we go to break. Louisville like to run up to go. But 70-14 over Charlotte. Okay, Bobby. We see.
Yeah, man.
I can't look at that. He turns my stomach every time I see him.
Man, anytime you have a kid in the first half, 17 for 23, 286 yards, 6 touchdowns to 6 different receivers in the first half. But again, University of Charlotte, they would come to get their check.
And they got it.
They would come to get their check.
That's one of them. Who they would say they had the check in the back pocket. They would make sure that
Coach Thompson. Coach Thompson say, hey man, we play fine. Hey man, get the check first. Got that check, we good. I got to make sure I hold on to it.
So we got to check it in back.
Yeah, I got to check. I'm coaching with a check in my back pocket.
We come back, man. We're gonna jump into Friday game. There was some good ones on Friday. Stanford, Kansas State was actually pretty good too.
It was.
So we're gonna talk about that, and then we get to them Saturday games. So stay with us. It's the Crush.
Did you know volunteering can be fun? Community service is for everyone. Young people, families, men, women. As a volunteer, you'll help your community and gain valuable skills. Network with others. Energize your life. Make an impact and have fun. Get in step with your community. Volunteer. Visit www.lionsclubs.org.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Do you have student loans and are worried about making your payments? Stop worrying. Now, Direct Student Aid can help you if you are behind, if you are late, or even if you are in default on your student loans. We can help cut your payments fast. We provide student loan relief, getting you relief from your student loans right away. We will stop any harassing phone calls, stop any wage garnishments, and even remove any tax liens. No matter how much you owe or how far behind you are with payments, call our established Direct Student Aid toll-free assistance line right now. We can fix your student loan problems guaranteed. That's right, we guarantee we will get your student loan out of default and cut your payments right away. We have helped thousands of people just like you fix their student loans. Best of all, it's 100% guaranteed. Don't go another day with your loans behind or in default. Our specialists are waiting for your call. Call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516. Again, call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
Man, where my skates at? Where the skates at?
Shout out to Jelly Beans. Girl, let me get your phone number, girl. I got a piece of paper in my pocket. Hold on, take out my driving gloves.
Yeah, I done hit the ground.
Before I get your number.
I done hit my knee real quick. Hold on. Yeah, man, we back, man. College football still doing that. This Friday scores, man, let's run through them. There was 3 games in the top 25. Stanford, Kansas State. Anybody get a chance to watch that?
Boy.
That was a good one, too.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I made a point to watch this game because I didn't watch any of his games last year.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, let me watch and see if he that deal. He that deal.
He all fastest, man.
Yep.
He can catch, he can run.
He that deal.
Yep.
He can.
When he returned that punt, they got called back, but he hit that extra gear on everybody.
It was
I
like,
say, oh my God, he can roll. But hey, genetics, baby.
Yeah, but the one that got me was the one when he hit that touchdown when he juked him and then he hit the corner.
Oh, when he hit the R2 button.
Like, Lord,
and made that one last cut. See, he played a lot of touch football in his life.
Well, you know,
when you see people with them kind of skittles, they play a lot of touch football.
And I agree with you because on the East Coast we don't get to see a lot of Stanford games.
No,
you just stay up all night.
Yeah.
So when I saw this one, I said I got to watch this.
Yeah,
I got to see this kid.
I wanted to see was he really that good. Yeah. I was thoroughly impressed, dog. I don't know where he's gonna get drafted because he's gonna have to play receiver. He can't play tailback.
He can't.
Can't play he Bobby Olive always says he kind of reminded him of Tim Dwight.
You know what he looked like to me? A team that he fits. Damn New England.
I was just ready to say that.
Feel like a New England
Danny Woodhead.
Where he can just wherever you need him to get in slide.
Right.
Return the kick.
Right. And just be like,
do this for me.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. Yeah.
He's a bad boy.
What you saw in Erica, real quick?
You know what? I was like Macy. I want to see because we don't get to see a lot of Stanford games. I was impressed by him. I mean, but I was impressed by a lot of these kids, these pedigree kids this weekend.
Hey, genetics, baby.
They showed out.
It plays a part.
Yeah.
You start looking. Oh, that's his mom. Well, that's his mom. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. It's not hard.
One team that was sweating. East Lansing, Michigan State, Furman.
Oh yeah.
Furman went up there to get a check and try to get a victory on them real quick.
When I saw that score, I was like, wait a minute, what? Wait, what?
Yeah. But this is, I say this all the time. When you breaking in a new quarterback, now if you never solidified, they've had a 3-year starter Now he's gone.
Yep.
Now you're breaking in a guy who hadn't taken any snaps.
You
don't know how they're gonna respond.
Yeah.
As a coach, because you want to, as an offensive coordinator, you don't want to throw him to the wolves and have him get shook because he is a starter. So whoever gonna be behind him gonna probably be worse. So you have to find out what does he like to do.
You got to fill him out.
Package of plays can I run that won't get him killed?
Because as a coach as well, you get used to a certain style when you got a certain quarterback for that long.
When you have a veteran, when you have a 3-year starter, y'all know each other.
Yeah, so you already got used to it. I'm good. He been doing this.
Yeah, y'all can look at each other and be like, he already know what the play is.
But then there's another thing. That guy to throw to the guy before could make. This guy probably can't make it.
He can't make none of them throws, dog.
We can't call that play. We can't call that play.
But the flip side of that, you think about the freshmen who were out there tossing that rock around wait a minute, what? You're a true freshman?
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. You kind of, when you saw Michigan State, you were kind of like, okay, they got to get used to this guy.
Right.
Because they were, some teams are like, yo, we just going to grow around this guy. Michigan State been used to a certain style all this time.
Right.
Yeah. Last game on that same night was Baylor, 55-7, the post-Browse era.
Right.
So they did their thing. It was Northwestern State.
But it's still not really because Lil Browse is still the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's still there.
Basically.
He's still
bringing. You brought your quarterback back.
Yep.
They're gonna be fine.
They'll be fine.
I wouldn't.
They're gonna be fine.
Don't sleep on Baylor in that Big 12, guys.
They gonna score points.
They played some entertaining football for me last year. My niece is a junior at Baylor. I can't believe that baby's junior already. But, so I watched them more because she's there. And I'm telling you, they played some entertaining football last year.
They've been explosive.
Yeah.
But really right before RG3, but RG3 gave him a national profile.
He gave him a profile.
But before him, they were always Art Browse and his son.
You start seeing
they're like guru. They're offensive gurus.
Yeah.
Right.
They know how to go vertical on you quick.
All right, we're going to these Saturday games real quick. A lot of Florida fans got quiet on me because they thought that UMass was going to beat them that game.
It was ugly initially.
UMass quarterback played with so much swag.
It was ugly initially.
He played with so much swag.
Florida wouldn't. I thought,
right.
All right, where my Florida fans at?
Again, you're breaking in a new quarterback.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell people that look at the quarterback matchup.
Who were there last year, though?
Right. But think about it. These other guys were on the bench.
Yeah,
right.
While that trash was on the field.
Right.
Maceo still a year later with them. I can't believe
that Treon Harris had to be the worst college quarterback in the history of college football.
Oh man, Maceo
awful.
Why is he the quarterback? But hey,
bruh, speaks volumes about the recruiting.
Well, I mean, we already talked about recruiting the quarterback at LSU. Can't figure out why you can't get a quality quarterback.
Well, they can't get one because they got a 70-year-old offensive coordinator. Don't nobody want to play for him.
Florida problem though.
What's Florida's problem?
No, listen. They have a quote unquote stud who enrolled early, who couldn't beat out Del Rio. And again, when you get these young, gifted quarterbacks who run this wide open system, it's either the verbiage, one, or two, they can't read defense.
Right.
Everything is moving a little faster. To them.
It is.
Yeah, because you know when you in high school. They just playing cover 3. I can make all the throws. Now somebody sitting in cover 2 and basically telling you, dog, the window this big.
Yeah. Right.
Bruh, can you get it in there? No, you can't, because one, you holding the ball too long.
Yeah.
So
that kid
this is the problem they have.
I tell you about it. That kid got a scholarship too out there.
But dog, that's the thing. Like, pat the ball you want to.
Yeah.
Like that extra second you waiting, bruh, he breaking.
Right.
Gone.
He gonna bat it down. He gonna pick it off.
Defensive coordinator, he pat one more time.
No, they laughing because now I'm finna bring the heat.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to
you. He like to hold the ball, bruh. Corner blitz, strong safety, dog. We going dog.
Here we come.
Bring everybody.
Here we come. We coming.
Yeah.
Real quick, couple of games that was blowouts. Oregon 53-28 over UC Davis.
They just keep rolling.
Oklahoma State 61-7 over Southeastern Louisiana.
Got that check, baby.
Got the check, man. When we come back though, we're gonna dive into some games real quick. Especially one that was in the dome this weekend.
Chubb.
Entertained.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
You.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy E. Glaze.
Man, it's your boy Maceo Hurd.
Make sure you're checking us out on all social medias. At Twitter, you can catch us at Crush Sports Talk.
Instagram, The Crush Sports Talk.
On Facebook, The Crush Sports Talk. Man, we the dopest sports show.
On social media, baby.
So what are you waiting on? Follow us.
It's The Crush.
All right, man, we're going into this next segment. Let's go ahead and jump into that. North Carolina came to Georgia Dome. Georgia 33, North Carolina 24. First impressions of this game for both of you.
Never seen a coach implode like Fedora did.
He did.
He hurt his team.
Yeah.
He got to go in the locker room before he started pointing fingers.
Yeah.
He got to say, kids, this one on me.
Yeah.
He lost that game.
With that stupid call when he went on the field.
Yeah, he got the 15, and then whoever bright idea will throw that screen down there in the end zone for a safety.
Who throws a screen in the
safety?
But you know what's so crazy? The kid, again, and we talk about football IQ and awareness. Why even catch it?
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, why even catch that? No, hot potato.
Yeah.
Bro.
Sometimes your kids have to say your coaches, because that's one I was like, he ain't running the screen. He running the screen in the end zone.
Boy.
Who does that?
It was crazy, man.
Who does that?
It was crazy. But one thing I will say about it, and I'm going to give, it's early. This was a game that Georgia would have lost last year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They would have lost that game last year.
Mark Richt would have found a way
I'm telling y'all,
to lose that game.
Georgia, y'all don't want to believe that.
Mark Richt would have found a way to lose that game.
They would have lost that game. But
oh, yeah.
I need Kirby to calm down.
Man, he act like he gonna have.
How many more games he got? He gonna have a heart attack. How many more games he got?
Yeah, like this was the only game he gonna coach.
I know you wanted your first victory, but I'm like, Kirby, calm down.
Like this guy was everywhere.
He was in huddles. He was like
screaming. I mean, he was just like, I was
defense coordinator like, Kirby, we got this.
I know the ref had the hey, coach. You can't be way out here on the hash. Understand the number, dude. You out here on the hash, dog. Get back.
Let me ask y'all a question. Jacob Eason, how you look to y'all?
I like him. I like him. I even, I think even as he matures and gets a better relationship with these wide receivers. I mean, because it was one was overthrown, the other one was dropped.
Yeah.
So
I tell you this, he's a big kid.
He is a big kid.
He was 6'6". He was standing in the huddle, and the linemen were like under him. I'm like, I don't see that too much. I kind of put a comment out there when I said interesting, because I thought he gonna start the game. And I know and I saw you got coming like, why you keep putting Grayson back out there?
Yeah. And to me, in the situation that was in, one time he put Easton in. I'm like, well, if you're gonna keep switching, this is the wrong time to put him in.
Yeah, I know, right? Because Grayson was Grayson. He did just enough. He was the dibble dabble guy.
You don't expect a guy who's played that many college games to play that way. But I will tell you this, and this is the respect that Easton had from their defense. All the snaps when Easton was in the game, North Carolina played cover 2. They had to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When Grayson Lambert was in the game, they rolled everything down. And they played 3, and they played man. They were just
8-9, because they knew. They're
like, bro, he don't scare us at all.
Right.
Grayson is the out man. I throw the 5-yard out pretty good in the slant.
But you can't have a kid with that. Now, he has started 28 collegiate games.
Yeah.
Now, what are you out there being checked down shouted for?
Checked down shouting. And Grayson went out there and just started throwing a few.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, besides Nick Chubb, Georgia found him a great tight end. That freshman they got.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be good.
And the freshman running back they got too.
Oh yeah, Georgia's just loaded.
Yeah, they loaded. They loaded.
Why not? When you have a player like Chubb, it's okay to start Eason.
Yeah,
that's what
agree.
I thought too.
It's okay to start Eason because
That's
all
what
you gonna do is turn
everybody
around and hand the ball.
That's what everybody
He
thought.
had 32 carries.
And you know what else? Georgia starts 3 seniors and 2 juniors on the line. That's why I'm like, Eason should just start. You got a front line. You got a running back.
Right.
You're good, kid.
Bruh, 32 carries, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the 55-yard dagger at the end.
Yeah, my brother was like, he about to break this. Watch this.
Oh,
they
wore him down.
Yeah.
They wore him down.
And I saw North Carolina like, we ain't got nothing for you, bro.
Yeah.
But I was good to see. I ain't gonna say this. I was good to see number 6 out there. It felt good to see young fella out there.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what was so funny about that game. Seeing Trez made a mistake and he beat himself up, runs to the sideline, and Kirby was like, dude, you going back out there, just calm down.
We need you, 6.
Just calm down.
But to see Nate Trez out there, that was good to see.
It was.
Hey, man, we come back. We're going to finish up this top 25. We having fun. Stay with us. It's a Crush.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All 3 of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man. Oh, that black ice.
Black ice.
Hey, man, this weekend is going down. One music fest. Y'all heard CeeLo say about it, man. Dre may or may not be there. He probably be there. One music fest, whole Dungeon family. It's going to be crazy this weekend. Real quick, Iowa 45-21 over Miami of Ohio. Game that I really enjoyed. Texas A&M UCLA. Boy, I watched that game too, boy.
Man, the kid who got the hot tub in his dorm room, the quarterback for UCLA. Gave that thing away.
Gave it.
Another kid reading the press clipping, dog.
Got to get out of the press clipping.
Man, did his son play?
Nah, I ain't see him nowhere. On special team, nothing.
I got to look at the box score, see if Justin already graduated, so I don't know.
Is he still on the squad?
Yeah. Can he practice in the summer?
Justin.
Well, he in grad school, so I'm like, did he get some DNPs or something?
Yeah, we'll see, man.
I'm just trying to figure out, why am I Diddy's son? I'm out here sweating. Like, bruh. I'm going to get somebody to come play for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be out here, man.
There's somebody practicing for you.
Yeah, man.
Keep going.
They go to practice, man.
Come on.
Nah, clean my Rolex by year to two. Take that.
Washington 48, Rutgers 13, TCU 59, South Dakota State 41.
It was ugly for TCU for a minute there.
It got real interesting.
Yeah, it got real interesting.
They don't play good till they wear the ugly uniform. They got to break out the ugly helmets and uniform for them to play good.
Some people in here might enjoy this, but Michigan 63, Hawaii 3.
Man, boy, they had Jordan, Derek Jeter.
Well, they brought them all.
And Charles Wilson out.
Everybody out there.
Jump man.
Yeah,
Them boys up to something. Woo!
But it was Hawaii, so whatever.
Hawaii is getting that. They must be getting some big check because they traveling all over the country.
That's
boy.
a long flight.
Bro, look here. Listen, this was so crazy about the Michigan thing. Everybody like, what's the big deal of Jordan, them being with Team Jordan? Every recruit that they had, they got on their schedule, had a chance to meet Michael Jordan.
That was a recruiting tool, what they did.
Bruh. You get to meet Michael Dawg. You get to take a picture with Michael Jordan and Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter with him.
That's sweet.
And then to throw in for Michigan guy Charles Wilson, who was a Michigan legend.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why Lamar Woodley was there, but I mean,
he took the picture though. He was
there too. Like, hey,
the photographer.
I got to check.
Before y'all think Michigan got it, Ohio State said we still here. JT Barrett, baby, 7 touchdowns.
He don't have to look over his shoulder anymore.
No, it's just him.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
12 games gone, everybody gone.
Yeah, man.
It's just him.
I hate 8 seconds. That's what I call them.
7,
It was freaking 8 seconds. Confetti falling. I hate Ohio State. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, from that you thing?
8 seconds.
Yeah.
Terrible call.
Horrible.
Terrible call. Now, you talking about a bad call.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you talking about phantom flag? But somebody had money on that game right now.
Oh, yeah, the ref.
Then the one you don't throw the flag, you just just let it fall.
Bruh, it's like you can't throw that flag, dog.
Eight.
Why?
8 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
1,000, 2 1,000.
The one that started the whole shakeup, Wisconsin, LSU. Now, it was someone that was up there in Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers walked out on game day like.
But you know what? I love game day. I'm so happy college football is back. Those guys kill me on that show. I absolutely love it. But Aaron Rodgers was like, "No, I think LSU gonna win this game. I'm sorry, but I think LSU gonna win this game."
But Lee Corso, he get a little old.
Hey, man.
I love the hat thing.
Shout out to Wisconsin who ran that counter
45
times.
And it worked a few times.
I'm going to tell you.
At what point are you going to slant when you start seeing that guard pull?
Because I can tell you, them tackle probably got tired of seeing that 6'7", 330 pound guy come around that corner.
And one round, they ran that counter 7 times in a row. I'm like, who is the D coordinator up here?
Just kept coming with it.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street? Girl in street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Harold Dennis.
and I'm running for the office of DeKalb County Sheriff. I believe that there is a brighter future for DeKalb County, and as your sheriff, I will take a tough stance against those who choose to violate our laws and remain actively involved in building a rapport with our youth, which will combat the increasingly violent crimes committed by their peers. This will increase the value of our community in which I was proudly born and raised, allowed me the opportunity to continue my philosophy of public service and building a sound and responsive sheriff's office. Harold Dennis, vote for me November 8th for DeKalb County Sheriff. Then let's take DeKalb back. I'm Harold Dennis, and I approve this message.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Going to that Crush recap brought to you by Blunt Power. The Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about Blunt Power on their website, bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook page, Blunt Power, or their Twitter page at Blunt Power. Guys, let's finish up these scores real quick because we get into some fun ones now, into that top 10. Houston, 33.
I was entertained.
Oklahoma,
I was
23.
entertained.
Thoroughly entertained.
That was a good game.
Thoroughly entertained.
I
Mr.
know.
Ward, Coach Herman, Big Game Bob doing what they do.
Yep.
Yeah. He threw Baker Mayfield on the bus today.
Yeah, he did.
Boy, did
he threw Baker.
Boy, Bob Stevens. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Bob was disgusted.
Bob, he holding the ball too long. Really, Bob?
Bob, you gonna do that?
Really, Bob? Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, man.
This is a every year occurrence for you, Bob.
You just got out the way early. Yeah. And you got to go to Ohio State in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Your schedule ugly.
Boy, it's done already before it gets started.
Ugly, boy. Houston, though, everybody said it was 15. Everybody said, be careful, Houston. They going to play.
No.
They don't have no fear in their heart, man. And
they did.
With the recruiting class, they only have one 5-star kid on their roster.
They all hungry.
They just
hungry.
And all of them got a chip on their shoulder. I couldn't go to your school? Okay.
Okay, watch this.
We'll go to Houston.
Okay, watch this.
This is the beauty of football, everybody. You have to play the game.
Hey, and then
hello.
The recruiting ground in Houston, in Texas, period. Oh my gosh.
The scary part about what's going on at Houston, he doesn't have to leave the freaking state.
Right.
To get athletes.
Texas, all of them in there. He can go get them.
He can just hit Houston.
Can you imagine what he's saying when he walks in the kid's house?
He don't have to say much.
Texas? Why?
Yeah.
We are winning in Houston.
Right.
Yeah. We are winning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Every year. They say we can't. We go to Oklahoma. We beat them.
Right.
We beat
But
this
once
team.
again, you have a young guy who can relate to these kids.
Yep.
When he walks into a living room, kids can feel him.
Yeah, he stayed at Houston, too.
Not your granddaddy out there at LSU.
Right.
Yeah.
Next game was Auburn-Clemson. If Auburn would have tried out one more damn quarterback.
Listen.
They used every quarterback on the roster.
Trying anything. Everything.
Listen, coming back from Florida, stopped over at Auburn.
Yeah.
Got a newspaper, read newspaper. Listen, they not happy with Gus Malzahn.
No.
They not. This dude, listen, coach. Sean White gives you the best chance to win. Not Jeremy Johnson, not freaking Franklin from Last Chance University.
John Franklin III.
Like, dude, you need to move him to wide receiver.
Yeah.
Dog, Auburn in trouble, dog.
If you bring out 3 quarterbacks and the most you got passed is 175 yards.
Yep.
Dog. And as a quarterback, I can't get no rhythm. Like, dude, I gotta keep looking over my shoulder.
Yeah. I can't get into the game.
Yeah.
That's why when you do that rotational quarterbacks like that, what is it? I mean, what are you doing?
Like, who are you fooling, dog? Dabo them looking at it like, hey, man, just keep rolling them out there, man, because they easy to defend.
Yeah, I mean, like Georgia's playing South Grayson High State or whoever they're playing this weekend. Jacob Eason needs to be in the game the whole
play
game.
The kids. Start them all.
Start him.
Don't play the game. Because you're going to need them when you get South Carolina. Because South Carolina, with the Vanderbilt game, they're going to play hard. You got you. And now you about to get into that role of
Need
teams.
to get him as many game
Get him
reps
in
as he can.
Don't play around with the kid. Get him out there.
No.
Clemson needed this a little bit.
Yeah, they needed
It was a game.
it was a game.
It was a game.
It was a game.
Well, defensively, Auburn can play with anybody.
Yeah.
Defensively. They have those kind of kids. But when Mr. Watson needed to make a play, he made a play.
Yeah, he was looking kind of pedestrian there for a couple of those plays.
Well,
and,
again, Auburn have some dogs over there on that
That's
side
true.
of the ball.
That's true.
Like they wasn't scared of Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, not at all.
They looked at it like, bro, you play in the ACC. Bro, we play in the mini NFL.
Right.
Bro, we see you all the time.
Right.
You don't see us all the time.
Right.
But I'm glad Clemson saw that early. They probably needed it. Get it in.
Reading your press clippings.
Yep.
Again, I'm the number 2.
Dog,
I
you
got
have a kid who
the
everybody
Heisman candidate.
everybody says
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the number 1 overall pick all the time. Hey man, hey.
I tell you who looked good though. That Galtman. That running back.
Hey man, Grayson High School, baby.
He looked real
Grayson
good.
High School,
He
man.
looked real
We
good.
breed talent down around these parts.
And to USC, just stay out there. Don't come across the West no more.
Hey man, shout out to
Don't come over here.
shout out to Lane Kiffin, man. Lane Kiffin might be way more petty than me, boy.
I think he get the petty over
He is Petty Bone Jones.
Boy,
Jr.
when I tell you, man, run. This is the beauty of Nick Saban, and this one of the things me and Stacey we discussed. Nobody said nothing about Jalen Hurts all summer. Nobody. He wasn't even in the conversation
That's how he do it,
of
man.
being the quarterback.
That's how you do it.
You roll him out there, but this is what I love about Saban. Saban looked at how Mr. Watson hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you after the game, all offseason he said, hey, go find me
A quarterback
one of
like
those.
that. Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
I need one of those. I need one of those. Get me one of those.
You know what's good about Alabama?
What, his lake house?
That too. That too. But he always deep.
All this paid for. All this paid
He's
for.
still deep at running back because everybody was talking about Bo Scarborough, and then this Damian Harris kid just comes in. Alabama just say we just keep throwing them out there, and the defense gonna be good all the time. It's just,
It was USC too, though. So whatever.
it's
Garbage, man.
USC.
Garbage.
You see how we talking about y'all USC?
Hey man,
It was
Rodney
USC.
Peake not walking back through that door.
Be hot.
Well, y'all talking about that rookie quarterback, man.
Hey man, I guarantee you they miss Mark Sanchez now. Sanchez had them on fire back in the day.
Before we go, man. Speaking of which, a first rounder for Sam Bradford.
I don't understand what these people doing.
Minnesota was that desperate?
You know what?
You know what? I told my brother something. This is just on Erica. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater is hurt way more
listen,
than
that's
anybody.
That's a
is.
2-year injury
Yeah,
he has.
that is exact. I'm telling you,
That's a
because
2-year
why else
injury he
would
has.
you give up a 1 and a 4
You gave up a lot.
for Big Shirt Sam?
Listen.
He probably walked in there and say, meet him.
I need a 2X. I need a 2X jersey.
Extra
large
large
jersey.
I need a little bit, just a little bit more. He's like, they probably meet him good, but I need X.
Yeah, so I think that's why they did.
And I think that's what everybody in Minnesota realized. When they went and got him and did all that, he's really hurt.
Yeah, and it was actually a little blurb on today talking about they're not sure about the recovery process
that's
for
a
Teddy
2-year
Bridgewater.
injury.
Yeah.
Nobody has tore their knee up like that.
He tore up almost everything.
He tore up almost everything. Dudes are throwing up on the field when they saw his knee. I mean, it was like a Marcus Lattimore injury.
Non-contact, just back.
Dropping back.
Dropping back.
Man. Well, you know, he's a frail built guy anyway.
Yeah, yep.
So.
Yep.
Oh man, so we wait for this weekend.
Man, I'm counting down the days.
Let me do this real quick. I gotta get some love out to some people. We talked about the Georgia teams. Georgia State lost to Ball State.
Yeah.
Kennesaw State. That hurt. I watched that whole game, man. I was sitting there. To my cursing. I saw your boy Trey, the quarterback. He took some shots.
I'm gonna have a talk with him.
It was a difference between East Tennessee. They lost by 40 last year. This year they were like,
I'm gonna teach
ready
him.
for that spread option. This year.
I'm gonna teach him how to run that offense. Like, dude, you suck running this thing.
Well, I mean, even the triple option for Georgia Tech wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. It just was just enough.
Just got him through.
It just got him through.
Because Boston College was weighing him out. That B-back was getting killed.
He was getting killed.
Tuskegee beat Clark 36-13, and Morehouse defeated Edward Waters.
We gotta go holler at Patello.
The Patello 19-13.
We go holler at Patello.
All right, man. That is a great. I told y'all college football gonna take it to 10 o'clock. Yeah, I thought we were joking.
I want to give out a shout out to them Raiders that comeback win. That was awesome, man.
And let me just say this. Can't think of Booby. He said it. No school has ever done that. from inner city where they did and beat Peachtree Ridge at
Yeah.
Gwinnett County School.
Well,
Shout out to Mays High, man.
Kerry Hood, baby.
The Raiders,
A dog, baby.
The
Did they
Raiders,
thing, 'cause they
baby.
thought y'all were done, but y'all won that game.
I raised my boy well, man.
We
Kerry
had
Hood,
an
I love him.
angel.
Thank you, Christy, for coming through. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Mace. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man.